How's it going, people? Jack here with another reaction. Here today I'll be checking out something from AK Jesus himself, BrandonHerrera, on a gun from the game Helldivers 2. Now, usually I don't really watch that much like gun content. Once in a while, when there's something that I find to be quite interesting, I'll be checking it out. I'm not exactly a gun person. I don't own any firearms myself. The ones that I've got to fire are the ones that I tend to do with my dad when I get to visit my parents like 2 to 3 times a year when I get to the other side of the continent. But actually, I do have some sweet ass knives. You guys know the movie The Demon Castle, where there's the guy who licks off the poison blade and straight up dies? Yeah, I have one such blade in the basement, but I'm not gonna show that on the camera. I think that is actually illegal to own. But I suppose that the gun that we're dealing with today is the SGH Punisher, or either one of those variants that they may have. At least that's what it looks like here. It's a simple one, but yeah, I want to see what AK Jesus has to say about this, because it seemed to suck.
We're gonna have to reinforce Eli.
Calling in reinforcements!
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about the UTS-15 12-gauge shotgun, or as you may know it better, the SG-8 Punisher.
Yeah.
One of the many tools available to you from democracy's arsenal if you make the most important decision of your life and join
The Helldivers.
the Helldivers.
Oh, just a pump action shotgun, yeah. Jesus.
Smells like freedom. If you have been grinding Helldivers 2 in your free time as well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You're gonna like it here. We do a lot of gun breakdowns and stuff like this, and we never get into politics. If you don't know why that's funny, welcome to the channel. Anyhow, I don't get much free time these days.
To my understanding, he is a runner-up for something in his state, right? He is from Texas, right? Well, beside the eclipse that happened recently, I think the only news that I know of Texas has been that, and of course something relating to him running for some position in office. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's what he's hinting to. Of course, man, I don't exactly watch these videos or any other for like the political content. I may comment on that sometimes, but yeah, I'm just here for the fun gun.
I've kind of got a few things going on, but when I do get a couple minutes free, I love blowing off some steam and playing the new game Helldivers 2 with some of my friends. One of the earliest shotguns I got in the game was the SG-8 Punisher, and I honestly still kind of run it sometimes. It's slept on. It's a good fucking gun. But I couldn't help but notice it bore striking resemblance to the UTS-15 12-gauge shotgun. I don't think it's really a stretch to say that this was obviously what the developers modeled that gun off of. It's got a couple variants in the game, the SG-8 Punisher, the SG-8 Slugger, I think.
Yeah.
It's a variant that, you know, shoots slugs. But as soon as I started playing with it in the game, I noticed 2 things. 1, it reminded me how cool these things look, and 2, it reminded me I don't own a UTS-15, and I need to correct that. So I bought it, and it is a massive piece of shit. First off, what is it, and why does it look like this? I mean,
I'm sorry, like, while it does look cool, somewhat futuristic, from the shots that I could see there, the build quality feels kind of questionable.
Thing's a bulky fucking shotgun. Well, it is a dual tube fed pump action shotgun. What does that mean? Well, you see these 2 little things here? This is where you can load the shotgun in 2 distinct tubes that go up along the sides of the gun above the barrel, which is kind of cool. It's a neat feature because this little lever here allows you to switch between the tubes. Meaning if I wanted to run slugs in this and buckshot on this side, I could easily do that. Or if you wanted to go flechettes on this side and dragon's breath on this side, because you can't enforce the Geneva Convention when you're on fire, you can do that. But those two tubes lead into our chamber here that then feeds into the gun, and you are ready to spread Managed Democracy, one round of 12 gauge at a time. Now, spreading Managed Democracy isn't all about smashing a couple bugs. Somewhere in your distinguished combat career, you might find yourself up against the automatons. No, this isn't literally just a bust from Terminator. Look, if the devs can get away with it, so can I.
I mean...
And since we spoiled you a little bit on the gyro jet, we don't have ballistic high speed here, but we do have Eli with our high speed.
It's like the Walmart version.
Opening up a can of Liberty in 3, 2, 1. Oh, crap.
He dead.
He did.
That'll do it. If only it worked that well in the game.
I mean, technically it does though. Beside when you actually encounter the Terminators, because Terminators in Helldivers 2 are like very much like Robert Patrick's in the way that they do blend in plain sight. You will encounter the other automatons quite normally, and then bam, there's one that is almost invincible, and it laughs at you and then fucking murders you. So yeah, I guess that's what he's referring to, but yeah, technically a normal headshot is enough to take out an automaton.
That is no longer a threat to Super Earth. That's metal as fuck. Oh, wow.
Dude, and the cords are what ripped it together.
It's like a bolo.
Ooh. Well, it did stick.
It almost came forward a little bit in the front. That's gnarly. Here's a piece. That's like a piece of neck.
Where's his dentures at?
His teeth are the same color as fucking rocks.
These are actually human bones.
I'm finding like other pieces of jaw out here that aren't that one.
Oh shit.
This would be the best place to just hide a skeleton. It's just out here at the ranch. So Helldivers is for sale. You can go on Steam and buy it right now. But you know what really sucks? Is that your personal information is out on the internet available to buy right now. Data brokers out there will sell your personal information to scammers, spammers, or anybody else who might want to target you. Your full name, address, health records, or your relatives. It's all out there on the internet. That's why I personally use Aura, the sponsor of today's video.
Oh,
Aura
that wipes
shows me
away
what
your
data brokers are selling my information
data
and automatically submits opt-out requests on my behalf. Not only does this cut down on the spam you get, but it also can help protect you from hackers that can get into your personal information, your social media accounts, bank accounts, whatever. Especially...
It's kind of wild though that with all of those different services that we have today, especially because of the rise of subscription services, that the many things that we agree with just inherently just spread our information to different places that we might not want. And really there should be way more regulations for that to ever happen, but yeah, here we are.
If you just saw that data breach that happened with AT&T, where 73 million current and former customers' information ended up out there on the dark web for sale.
Yeah, and it's not even the first time. This thing has been going on ever since 2012. I remember there was that massive case that actually, funny enough that we're talking about video games here, that was inspiring the case in Watch Dogs, the original game with the Merlot Hotel, as it is called in the game, but the Marriott Hotel in real life, where a bunch of guests got all of their data shared from bank accounts to everything. It was crazy. That kind of set in the rise of all of those hackers getting access to people's information quite easily.
Recommended that those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Aura does all of that for you. And you don't have to download a bunch of different apps just because one company couldn't keep your information secure. I know I value my privacy, and you probably do too. So you can go to aura.com/Brandon to start your 2-week free trial, or use the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. We appreciate Aura for being the sponsor of this video. Back to Helldivers. Now, one of the best parts about Helldivers is, ironically, team killing. It was one time, get over it. In fact, team killing is such an integral part of the game that the devs have repeatedly refused to get rid of it because, quote, it's fucking hilarious.
Which is why we don't even need PvP when we can kill each other to begin with.
So what we're gonna demonstrate here with our, not Eli, is what it looks like when you team kill your buddy with the SG-8. Spoiler alert, you're gonna have to reinforce. Spreading democracy all over the concrete in 3, 2, 1. Oh, God.
Bueno.
Yeah. Some spray on that one. Dude, noggin empty. That completely blew the skull out of the head. That is disgusting.
Ugh.
Isn't team killing hilarious?
It genuinely was one time. That is vile.
That is the best ballistic dummy headshot I've ever seen.
Ooh, that's gnarly. Jesus. Well, it's great that we're only shooting bugs, huh?
Just the temporary cavity is ridiculous. So let's go over the manual of arms. For one, you have a AR-15 style pistol grip here. I think it's pretty interchangeable. It looks interchangeable with any other AR-15 pistol grip. That's pretty good because this one that comes with the shotgun feels remarkably small and just shitty. But above that, we have an AR-15 style selector. So you have safe, fire, basically just the same as an AR-15 selector switch. No full auto because it's a fucking pump action.
Yeah.
I know you can't slam fire it. It'd be a lot cooler if you could. So real quick, show and clear. Breech is open, closing, empty chamber. When there is a round in the chamber or when the gun has been pumped, obviously the pump is locked, so you can't pull the trigger while it's out of battery. Something interesting about this gun, I'm not sure if I like. It's honestly pretty sketchy. I'm not touching the pump whatsoever. When you pull the trigger, it unlocks the bolt.
What?
So if you had a hang fire,
oh wow, that hand.
this very plasticky top cover is going to be lacerating your jugular.
Not a great plan.
Anyway, what that's supposed to do, I guess, is just kind of assist with the pump coming back already.
So, i.e., the build quality is exceptionally bad.
But let's say you didn't want to pull the trigger and you wanted to unlock this anyway. I looked for a long time on this thing and could not find it, but it is actually in the very back on the bottom. So you press this and it unlocks your pump as well. So you can use it to clear and not just have to, you know, if you got a round in the chamber that you don't want to fire, you know, find a shoot barrel, just do it a desk pop because you can't figure out how to clear your fucking shotgun. Like I said, our lever here is what determines whether they're feeding from the right side
or the left
side. There is no button to pop this top cover at all. It's just kind of, you know, I guess held on by tension. So you just pop this up here and you have full access to your bolt assembly and your 2 tubes from the rear.
A little bit phallic, but it's okay.
Held in place by a shitty Hobby Lobby magnet. All the pins on this gun are kind of crudely clipped into place. Yeah. The Picatinny on this one was so bad that I tried to put an EOTech ESPS 2 on it, and it wouldn't even fit. The plastic Picatinny was out of spec. So I used this Tacticon armament red dot that they gave us at one of our range days. So thank you to those guys. Great lovers from what I hear. So yeah, that is how you operate the UTS-15. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. If you're fighting for democracy, you probably want some better guns.
Better gun.
And you could be the one making some of those guns. Because if you're interested in getting your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can check out sdi.edu down in the links in the description and in the pinned comment for Super Earth.
Okay.
Now, one of the components that Helldivers also
What are they making guns in? A CAD program?
adds to shotguns is the incendiary effect. Really useful when fighting bugs.
Oh.
But to replicate that a little
Dragon's
bit today
breath.
with our UTS-15, we have a little bit of dragon's breath that has a little bit of oomph behind it. Let's go ahead and use it to take out our target. No, the paper, not Eli. There you go. Torching him in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
I love how we didn't set the target on fire, but we set the railroad tie on fire.
Yes, sir. How did you destroy a target? Did you make use of high caliber arsenal? No, sir. Just random precipitation and wind speed. So, if I remember correctly, Dragon's Breaths are like pellet shots, right? That are filled with magnesium, which, of course, ignites rather quickly. Like, I remember we did an experiment once. Was it at the end of high school or was it in university? It's kind of weird because we had similar labs in some of our facilities, but like, you know how CO2 can choke out flames, just natural flames that they themselves cause CO2 as a byproduct, right? It doesn't do that with magnesium because magnesium sucks in the carbon from the oxygen, from the CO2, and then just keeps on burning brighter. So that's why when it comes to this freaking thing here, they like light up to 2700 degrees Celsius, that's 5000 Fahrenheit. And yeah, the trail that they leave is quite understandable.
They're behind it. Bad boy, no. Oh, that's a spicy little nugget in there.
Yeah, the white smoke that it leaves there.
Bad boy, no.
That's the magnesium oxide, and it will keep burning. That's wild. That's usually why it actually kind of makes sense in-game when you like shoot a Terminate with a gun like that, and they keep on staying lit on fire. So yeah, it's scientifically speaking, it does make sense.
Oh, that's a spicy little nugget in there. LaCroix to the rescue.
Did you take it out? Oh boy, I thought that he took it out barehanded.
There you go. Not setting Desperado on fire, brought to you by Microtech. Oh, wow.
It's the 4th of July.
Just you see that spread just hitting everywhere.
Oh, that's cool. But none of it hit the target.
Man,
okay,
that is
the
most patriotic shit I've seen all day.
Yeah.
So after spending a full day with it, what do I think of the UTS-15? It's a piece of shit. So when FPS Russia did a video on this years ago, that's the only experience that I really had with the UTS-15. I've never shot one or anything like that. So like going into this, that's the only thing I could draw from as far as what to think about it. In that video, he had 3 UTS-15s on site available to film with. He needed all 3 because 2 of them broke or went down while filming. So we babied this today. We made sure we weren't too rough with it. If we had any sort of failure or whatever, we didn't just beat it open because we were worried it would break. Because this is very, very plasticky. I mean, like, you can physically see, you can grab the sides of the shotgun, and I'm not pushing that hard.
Holy Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Who are making this? Hold on, I need to look this up.
Few moments later.
Win a free gun? No thanks. No, I just want to look up the information. That's from Caltech. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. That's really rough.
At all. Like, it is just very... Yeah, it feels like shitty plastic is what to film with. He needed all 3 because 2 of them broke or went down while filming. So we babied this today. We made sure we weren't too rough with it. If we had any sort of failure or whatever, we didn't just beat it open because we were worried it would break. Because this is very, very plasticky. I mean, like, you can physically see, you can grab the sides of the shotgun, and I'm not pushing that hard at all. Like, it is just very... Yeah, it feels like shitty plastic is what it feels like. Like your dust cover here, that's despicable. And even though we babied it a bit, we still did have malfunctions.
I'm scared. I'm gonna break this fucking thing.
Brother.
Yeah, that doesn't feel sturdy at all.
Yeah, that's stock.
Here you go. No.
It would be impossible to make this video on a dual tube magazine fed bullpup shotgun.
Yeah, he took
and
the
not
right
compare
one.
it to the KSG-12 because this
Funny enough, the thing that we just saw.
is a direct comparison. It's the same picture, just fucking worse. Despite the fucking bulk, they're the exact same weight, I found out. And as much as we give Kel-Tec shit for, you know, all the cheap, washed up Florida beach plastic that they recycle and make their guns out of, it still feels way more solid than this fucking thing. This thing genuinely feels like it is an airsoft chassis to a shotgun. As the best comparison I can make. As a joke, I was gonna drop it, but I was genuinely afraid to break it. So yes, if you want to do Helldiver LARP, get a UTS-15. If you want a 12 gauge shotgun for literally any fucking purpose,
Get a Kel-Tec.
KSG-12, much better choice. And I'm real fucking confident the KSG-12 came out before that, and then somehow they just didn't take any fucking notes and came out with that thing. To sum it all up, it's a Turkish shotgun that put looks above function. And it looks very cool. And it functions like a quadruple amputee on a swim team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the UTS-15 shotgun, aka the SG-8 from Helldivers 2. I would like to give a special thank you to my friends and fellow co-hosts of the Unsubscribed podcast, Eli Double Tap and Donut Operator, for joining me in this video. So thank you guys very much. You guys want to go home and play some Helldivers?
Hell yeah, brother.
Awesome. I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. 20 what? Huh? What? Huh?
That's the year Helldiver set. 2185, and we're still using buckshot.
2185 is when they finally figured out how to make this thing run right.
Yeah, we're getting out of Melbourne Creek with this one. That was fun.